Hello, Elaine Arthur here. I'd like to talk to you about exploring the diversity of the Amish culture and the behaviors that live in our own backyard. Everyone is a part of several different cultures, all interacting together to make up a multicultural environment. We all have our own unique backgrounds, um, our knowledge, our beliefs, our behaviors. If you think about it, we have a community culture, a family culture. Our language may be the same, but have certain accents depending on which area of the country we live in. Understanding the diversity of the cultures around us helps us see how each of us influences each other. I'd like to begin by saying that culture is defined as an integrated pattern of human knowledge, belief, and behavior that depends on man's ability of learning and transmitting knowledge to succeeding generations. The customary beliefs, social forms, and material traits of a religious, racial, or social group. So, that's from Webster's Ninth New College Dictionary. Our culture is like a flowing river or moving water. It's ever changing as our needs and technology change. One group has its roots embedded deep into preventing certain changes, and I'm talking about Amish people. They are the largest especially in Mumfordville, they're the largest community there. They have about 1,600 people, and Kentucky is actually the 8th largest Amish population in the nation. Um, just looking back into some of their background and how they educate their children. Children are taught just pretty much by the old Amish ways. They're passed down from generation to generation. Schools in their own communities are run by them. Amish schools don't emphasize critical thinking, independent thinking, creativity, or high-tech worldly lifestyles. Instead, their schools focus on obedience, respect, kindness, cooperation, submission, and Amish values. This prepares them to live a simple life and work. They are truly off-the-grid living experts. Many Amish people use approved energy sources such as propane and batteries. Windmills and solar power are also approved by certain districts. Staying off the grid prevents a dependency on the outside world and its influences of undermining their traditions and values. Their workmanship and their skills, pretty much they're known to be primarily farmers. Farming remains a big part of their lives, but they also have other businesses, such as you can see the salvage stores in our area that they own and operate. They also do construction work, woodworking, quilting, crafting. They bake, all these things that they do to produce money, and pretty much just run their own businesses to get by. Like I mentioned in the beginning, we all have several different cultures within our lives interacting together. Amish have a diversity within each district that they live. Each church district only fellowships with those of the same affiliation. Rules of the Ordnung are a set of unwritten rules to regulate their day-to-day life. The Ordnung changes and evolves as new issues and technologies are brought up, and they decide if something should be allowed in their community. Mindy Clark, an author of Amish Life, quotes pretty much in the Amish's own words saying, "Sometimes we do agree to look the other way for lesser things that are frowned upon, like smoking or hanging decorations. Well, those things are just tolerated in the interest of community harmony." So they do have certain things that they're lenient about, and that's all just to keep peace within their own communities. They do have special language that they primarily speak. There's 3 different languages. The Pennsylvania Dutch or Dutch, and English and High German. Over the years, the German word Dutch was pronounced Dutch, and it isn't a Dutch language at all. It's actually a German word that means German. D-E-U-T-C-H. Dutch means German. German language skills are taught from the beginning of a child's life. Then at school age, they learn English. So primarily they do use the German language. The High German is used only in worship. They also have in written text to show their respect to God and as a symbol of their spiritual heritage. Daily language at home is pretty much Pennsylvania Dutch and English. I think a lot of people have listened to things on television or in the media, and thee and thou aren't really a part of their language at all. Can be really over exaggerated. I spoke with a personal friend of mine, Amanda Mass. She's an Amish woman. Talked to her about growing up in an Amish family. She reinforced most of my findings regarding the off-the-grid lifestyle, language, education, their differences in districts. She spoke of how a child learns of God, love, work, fun, and family traditions. Work and fun a lot of times were combined to create an enjoyable experiment as well as a satisfying lifestyle. Religious instruction and theology aren't taught in the home. Parents instead focused on a lifestyle based on principles of Demut. That's German for humility. Family takes care of family. They don't have nursing homes or long-term care facilities. They pretty much take care of themselves, and the elders play a vital role in their lives as well. They help take care of the children. They provide their wisdom, as well as companionship and just being there with the family. A lot of times they have their own homes that are connected or next door to the main family home. Pretty much they have a lifestyle similar in a lot of ways. They just do things a little bit differently. They don't have their electricity, their technologies. They do have power sources using their windmills, their solar power. You know, they still have some conveniences, but only when it helps them do their work or fulfill their life in some way. Pretty much in conclusion, I believe that the Amish in our community face many challenges of maintaining their way of life under many pressures from the modern world. The Amish culture can influence our daily lives just by experiencing the peaceful existence they live. Their strong work ethic, striving daily to be Christ-like, strong family and community ties, I think that the Amish will continue to thrive because God is central to their lives. They live in the world, but not of the world. We could all learn from following some of their guidelines and just living a plain and simple life. I hope that this information gives you a deeper understanding of Amish faith, life, and values, and helps you gain a better perspective of our neighbors. Thank you.